Two Bros Podcast, episode 11. Hey, how you doing out there? This is Joe.
And I'm Adam. And this is Two Bros Podcast.
Yeah. Music. Gotta add the music.
Music podcast.
I know I screwed it up at the beginning,
but whatever.
So, we got a full pack show, I think.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Let's see, you've been up to getting some more equipment since the last episode.
Yeah. I finally got a guitar that I've been trying to get probably for about almost a year now. With this whole supply chain shit, nothing's in stock, man.
Yeah, that one little amp that I wanted to get, that little Viper, it's still not in stock. And my my sales guy, he told me in the summer, and they were going to get them in August, but nothing. So that's being affected. You know, everything's being affected.
Oh, definitely.
But we got some flash news, so why don't we get started with the news?
All right, let's hit the news. Music news.
Hey, in the news, I had my normal stories that I had researched, but this came up today. I was on YouTube, and I got the video of Vince Neil, I guess, took a crap again on stage. Oh, that guy, I don't know. He's got to get his shit together. But basically, he was on stage. They were doing another show, and he fell off the stage and broke some ribs.
Yeah, but you watch the video, and it's not even like he was like backing up or something. Like he didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
he was moving straight forward, walking forward.
He was walking forward to the edge of the stage, and I guess he didn't see the edge, and he just went off. The video's funny. You just see him walking off the stage.
He just goes, boom, just down. Yeah.
And then you hear like that one guy go, "Oh shit." So
it sounds fucked up that we're laughing, but hopefully he's all right and everything.
No, they said he's going to recover, but he's out of shape. He got cracked ribs from I think 6. And, it's just they're supposed to get ready for this 2022 World Tour or whatever, and he can't get his shit going.
No,
that's what's fucking funny. I'm like, oh, what a mess. So I wonder what the other guys in Motley are thinking. Like, are we going to take this guy on tour?
You're like, oh, fuck, here we go again, man.
Because they're getting publicity, but like bad publicity out of this shit.
Yeah, but you know what they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. If they're talking about you, they're talking about you, so.
Well, and then in that story on the video, it said that he's been working out since the summer when he had that mess where he couldn't remember the vocals or the lyrics, and they said, he's been working out, and he hasn't been working out like going to the gym and working out. He got this like waist belt, like electronic thing that vibrates his belly. They showed a picture of what he's using. So I guess he's sitting there eating and doing this thing and thinking he's working out. That's what it's just like total Spinal Tap. I'm like, what the fuck? Does he have anybody around him that knows, like, and talk some sense into him or what?
No, they're fucking all around him going, yeah, what do you want to do now, Vince? Fucking, I don't care. You pay the bills.
Yeah.
Give me a chance, man. I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
Yes.
And Nikki's like, probably fucking, until we're getting ready to do our shit, I am fucking bother with it.
He's writing another book anyway.
Is he even in L.A. still? Because I know Tommy's still in L.A., but Nikki's out in Wyoming now.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, he moved to Wyoming. I don't even think Mick Mars lives in L.A. anymore. So yeah, like maybe Tommy's there to fucking, hey Vince, get off your ass, dude.
It's like work out with him or something.
Yeah.
Take that fucking belt off that he's got. This vibrating belt. It's fucking stupid. It looks stupid.
There with vibrating belt, eating a bag of chips.
Yeah. What you doing now, Vince? I'm working out right now. Getting ready for that tour. That's like
I don't know if you'd call that working out, but yeah. But, yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
So yeah, that had a top. That was the news flash there. And then, you got any stories that you want to go over?
Well, I got the one I just saw because I don't know if you heard about this. A guy went crazy over in the Netherlands with a bow and arrow and started shooting people. And apparently, I mean, this band's a black metal band from Norwegian black metal band called Emperor.
Yeah, and
I guess one of the guitar players, his ex-wife, was one of the victims. She was shot. She was shot with the arrow. Damn. And yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, she was 52 years old, and she was just probably going to the grocery store. Like this dude started shooting at random people. They don't have all the details about it yet, but it's like, dude, what the? People are demented. They're gonna do shit like that. You can't stop them. Yeah. They'll use a car. They'll use a bow and arrow.
Yeah, you can't say it was guns if he had a bow and arrow.
No, you can't. I mean, this guy pulled out a bow and arrow. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, what is this? The Middle Ages? But yeah. So I don't know. That's just it's a minor blurb. Like Emperor's not like a huge band. In the metal world, they're iconic. People know of them. But yeah, like it's just sad. This 52-year-old mother, just shot for nothing, just killed. And there was, I think, like 7 victims. So there was other people, and then I think a few people got just injured. But I think they said like 7 people died.
Oh, did they get that guy?
5 people were killed. Yeah,
oh, shit.
Yeah, they got him. He's arrested.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
but then in Norway, don't they let everybody out there up there too?
Well, I don't know. Right now, I think they have him under psychiatric review, and then probably he'll go to jail or whatever, and then they'll do whatever they do with their system. But I guess he had threats against his fucking parents and shit. Like he threatened his parents. This dude's a nutcase. So
damn.
You don't need to let those people out.
Yeah.
But that's just one thing I saw. It's kind of messed up, but
it seems like all these rockers now they're coming down with something. They got the story you heard of Rob Halford. He's in remission now. He had he had prostate cancer or was diagnosed with it. That was back in 2020, and then apparently he got in remission, and then that came back earlier this year. But now he says he's handled it or whatever. He went through some chemo or whatever, and he's done with it again.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, he didn't really tell nobody. He kept it kind of quiet.
Yeah, and then they got their guitarist that's still in the hospital.
Yeah, Richie Faulkner
from that heart condition.
Yeah, he's doing better. I saw some videos with him talking now, and so yeah, at least I mean, dude, that dude's young, it's like what the hell, man?
Yeah, it's some crazy. A lot of shit.
Really, they don't really tell you like what caused his or what was all about with his heart thing. I mean,
the only thing I could read on it is that him and his family said that they want to keep it kind of under like privacy, so that's why they're not giving like an official what happened. They give some details, of course, that came out, but they're not giving like a full story.
Yeah. It says he was. So excuse me. He's born in '80s, so he's 40 years old. He's going to be 51.
Yeah, so he was old as Steve.
Yeah, it's Steve's age.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Just a few months older because it's January 1st, 1980. Steve was April 26th.
Damn.
But yeah, at least those guys are all right. Halford and Faulkner.
Well, and then you heard that KK Downing, there's still a big feud going on.
Yeah.
I guess recently because of Faulkner going down, I guess KK offered, to sit in for a while.
He must be a dick.
and they told him no. So he's pissed again. They're just going back and forth now.
He's fucking, nobody wants him. They're like, no, we don't want you fucking back.
He's got his own priest now, so.
Yeah, but everybody knows he wants to be back in priest, but that ain't gonna happen. I thought it was just because of him and Glenn, but I guess all that shit's deeper. So,
well, he keeps bringing up that Halford retired for a while. He came back, so he's like, "Well, I don't understand why they don't let me come back." And it's like, "Well, apparently he had told them that he hated him or something, or Glenn. He hated Glenn. He couldn't stand him." So it's like, so why would you want to come back? That's probably what the rest of the band's thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, there's more to it.
Yeah.
And usually when you're that person, the person that's like the big fucking dick, you just don't fucking see it. You don't know that you're doing that shit. You don't either see it or you just don't want to see it. You don't really want to look at what your fucking deeds are and what you did. Why are they reacting this way?
Well, if he's the dick, he's probably thinking, well, they're going to ask me to come back, beg me. That's probably what he was thinking at first.
Yeah.
And then when that shit didn't happen, it looks like he's crawling back, trying to crawl back.
Oh, it could be. You could be right on with that because it's like several times now he's offered to come back. He wanted to come back, and they're like, nope.
Yeah. So. But then talking about the sick musicians, Korn's drummer, Ray.
Ray was here.
Yeah, he just tested positive for COVID. So they're announcing a replacement they're on tour right now. So
they got a replacement for their replacement drummer. Replace their original drummer.
Yeah.
David Silva. Which there's bad blood with them too. I guess they were all bickering, and then I think he sued them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess Ray's fine. I don't think he's in any he's not going to in danger of losing his job, so I think he's fine.
Yeah. No, I've seen some videos on him, like when he's doing kind of like lessons or, and he seems like he's pretty decent, He's
got like other side projects and stuff, and there's a lot of like guys in the industry that'll talk about him and stuff like that. They're like friends with him, so he seems like a good dude.
Yeah. So prayers go out to him and his family.
Yeah.
And then what else they got here? Oh, Roger Waters. It's not really metal, but he's married for the 5th time. So he just got married.
He's a dick. he's a dick, let's face it.
Well, what I like is he told Zuckerberg from Facebook to fuck off when Zuckerberg asked to get some of their music from Facebook, and he basically told him to fuck off. So
that was cool. But, but he's a dick. He's the one he's the one like KK that the rest of them don't like. He was always just being a dick to them.
Yeah.
David Gilmour and him would butt heads, but it wasn't Gilmour. It was fucking Roger Waters. He's the asshole.
Yeah. So
probably always picking on the other guys because he's like the bigger one. He's like, look, you little midgets. Look, fuck it, you're doing my way.
Yeah.
Fuck you, asshole. You're the bass player. Fuck you. I'll beat you up.
You fucking imps, I'll take you up.
Look, you fucking hobbitses. We're fucking going hell.
Oh, shit. Then let's see what else I got. But this one, okay, I read this story and it's current, but I could have sworn this was a long time ago. But they were talking about Metallica, and they wanted to get John Bush from Armored Saint as their singer. Yeah. So I don't know why that's back in the news like it's current.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Yeah, I was like, oh, do you know who Metallica? It was like some headline that Metallica wanted to sing with. Yeah, it's John Bush. Everybody fucking knows that. Yeah. That's why he fucking, when Anthrax asked him, he's like, I'm not missing out a second time. I fucking didn't take the first one. I could have been the biggest metal band on the planet. But I said no, like an asshole.
And then he kind of missed the boat with Anthrax, too. Because it was
yeah, Anthrax was, you know.
I mean, they're the big four, part of the big four, but still, they were, I don't know.
But at the same time, you know, it's like, would Metallica be Metallica if he was the singer? Like,
no.
You never know. It would have went a different direction. Would that even have it worked out, you know?
Yeah. And you figure if he was that great a singer, his career would have took off too, you know, like paralleled.
Yeah.
Where you would have heard so much shit about him, like, wow. But
he's a good singer. I mean, Anthrax, he was singing for them, they had like some of their bigger selling albums, like Sound of White Noise, I think was one of their bigger selling albums. And
like I've heard him. I've heard some Armored Saints shit. So he's a decent singer, but I didn't see nothing great where like he was going to take him over, you know, at that time, take him over the top.
No, I didn't take him over the top, but at that point too, it's like, you know, music changed, the landscape changed because you went into the 90s and heavy music had to change. You know, it was still there, but, you know, the old thrash bands then kind of got the, oh, you guys are that, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
They got frowned on in the 90s. So, but I mean, they had a video with Keanu Reeves. He did the whole video, just walk alongside a freeway because I guess he was friends with John Bush and Scott Ian and those guys. So, but I mean, you know, whatever. He did good there. They had some success.
Yeah.
They had their Spinal Tap moments too, but
yeah, many of them if you watch those docs.
But yeah, the John Bush story, that's an old ass story. I mean, that was that back Kill 'Em All, I think, before Kill 'Em All or something around then.
Yeah, because it was before they kicked Mustaine out.
Yeah, so that would have been before all that shit. So
yeah. I think wasn't it right before they got signed because that's when they were thinking of getting an actual singer. And
possibly.
I think it was about that time. So
yeah, I just know that's the old thing that Hetfield wanted John Bush to sing, and then he turned him down. So Hetfield's like, "Fuck it, I'll just sing."
Yeah,
it kind of worked out for him. So
yeah, Hetfield wouldn't have been Hetfield.
No,
he would have been half Hetfield. He would have been Hetfield McCoy instead of.
He would have been Papa Het. He'd have been guy guitar Het.
Yeah. Oh, and then that brings me up, since we're talking old shit and we talked about Vince Neil. I forgot about this one. I've been watching the YouTube videos looking for news stories and shit. A bunch of shit's been coming up on my feed of Rat, where we featured them in the Turn It Up in a previous episode. And Stephen Piercy, he has cancer, right? We had covered that. Well, so I guess they're touring again, his version of Rat, and it's sad because just watching them on tour, there's they got the live video clip of him on stage singing like the classics, but he's like his voice is gone, and he's not into it really. You can see he's moving around, but he's not like the old days.
He's just phoning it in.
Yeah, and then he's got cancer, so it's like he can't be like enjoying it. It doesn't look like he's enjoying it. He's just out there doing it, I guess, because that's all he knows. So,
well, what's he gonna do? Go get a job? Like that's the only way he can make money.
Yeah,
they're not making money off album sales anymore. They're not. There's no money coming in. That's the sorry thing. Like for some of these guys, if you feel bad for it, because it's like they don't know how to do anything other than play music. Like we played music, but we also had day jobs, and like I developed a career. Yeah. So yeah, and then it got to the point where it's like, well, I make more money doing this than when I go on the road.
Yeah.
So but these guys are the opposite. They didn't get a chance to develop a career. They did this. It took off. Now it's like when you're fucking old and you kind of you want to lay back and retire or what do you call it? Just relax and heal or something like because he's sick.
Yeah.
You can't because you got no money coming in.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to go do those shows, man.
Yeah, you would think he had money from the early, but a lot of those guys just partied their shit away.
They were partying the fuck out of their money. It's just fucking going down their fucking. It was all going up their nose in the 80s.
But it's like because he's in his leathers like he would have wore back in the day, And it's like, but you're old, he's all shriveled up. It's like, it just doesn't look, it's like those old dudes with the sleeve tattoo, but they're old and wrinkly and shit, and it don't look good.
Yeah.
That's that's what I equate it to.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's exactly what you're saying. But what else do you do? That's where your bread and butter is. You got to go do it.
Yeah.
You got to go do it. And he may not even really want to be out there, but it might be broke, especially if he's going to chemo and all that shit. He need money to pay for shit.
That's true. Yeah, that's going to be expensive.
Can't be sitting on the couch with no money coming in, and you got to go get medical shit.
Can't be working out on the couch with a bag of chips. So, let's see what else I got. I got one more story. Well, it's kind of two-parter. Basically, Machine had they're celebrating their 30th anniversary as a band.
Yeah.
And so they had they did a montage with other bands, rock bands, metal bands, congratulating them. And one of the guys was Kerry King from Slayer, and he made a story all his own on that video because he went off saying that he thought that Slayer quit too soon, and he's dying to get back out. And so I guess he's got a project going. He's going to be playing, but the details haven't come out on that yet. But,
well, did he? Okay, so when he was doing his message, because I just watched that tonight with all the different people like Metallica, Lars, and Robert giving them their message. Just all these bands giving, hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
And I saw Kerry King. He started talking. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't want to hear it. I just want to see who's in this next. Did he say that there? That's when he started talking about that?
That's where he said his quote.
That's where all this came up. Yeah. About he's going to start something new. It's going to be fucking badass. And
because
soon.
That's basically when he said, "Yeah, we quit way too soon. Slayer quit too soon." And yeah, so obviously he's itching to get back, which is funny though, because when they quit, I was like, really, they're quitting? But I thought it was because of Rhea. He has those back problems, so like he didn't really want to tour no more.
I think that's what it is. I don't think Kerry King really wanted to quit. Yeah. Well, that and I don't think those two can stand each other, from what I hear. But I might be wrong.
Oh, really? I
don't think they get along too well. And with the Reyes back problems, and it's just you get old, shit starts to hurt, and it's like. So they're just done with each other, I guess. I don't know. But even Gary Holt said, yeah, there will be no Slayer. He had a thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think in Blabbermouth, I saw it in here. And he was like, yeah, there ain't going to be no more Slayer. So, he doesn't think so anyways.
Well, he's got Exodus still, so he probably shit.
I mean, he's got...
And they're on tour, or they postponed it again, I think. But they're on tour with Testament. They're going to be.
Yeah, they postponed that because everybody got sick again. It's
like VD, the modern day VD. Yeah. All these bands are giving it to each other and shit.
Getting the fucking Rona.
Yeah,
that's like Violence went to Fresno like last month, and then they got the Rona, and then they fucking.
Oh, what's his name?
Or 2 months ago.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Killian got it, and because Phil put some shit on his Instagram Phil. From that show.
Yeah, so did Phil, didn't he? Yeah, because they all
did Phil get it?
Yeah, they all got it. They came back
Killian got it.
Killian got it, and I think he was hospitalized.
Yeah, well, he had cancer and shit, so that's probably why he.
Yeah, because he had a weakened immune system.
Yeah, he was weaker. So I didn't know Phil got it.
Yeah, he got it. I forgot where. I think he said it on a podcast or something.
Huh.
I don't know. I saw.
Well, you see, though.
I saw him last week, but we didn't get into a deep conversation. Just what's up, and then
you should have just put the sign of the cross with your fingers. Back, Rona. Get the fuck away.
Back, Rona. Don't be giving me no Rona just because I'm at your bar. Don't be giving me the Rona. Yeah, but he said, "What's up to you?" And asked him if he knows any bass players. So we're looking for a bass player.
Get Dean Dell. He's out. He's out of Violence.
Shit. 1, he lives in Sacramento. 2, I don't think he's playing no more.
Well, weren't you jamming with some dude up there from the hills?
From the hill. Oh,
what? I forget his name.
Leon. But Leon, once I stopped doing Stagnant, he joined this other band.
Yeah.
And then he can't come down twice a week from fucking. He's up.
That's what I mean.
Shit.
Yeah.
Actually, the guitar player we got, he's up past, what is it? He's up in Lincoln. It's up past Roseville.
Fuck.
So he's north of Sac, and he's going to come down. I'm like, oh, you sure?
Why don't you guys just rehearse at fucking Todd's house? That's like halfway.
Fuck no. Todd don't like fucking metal. Todd's an old freaking.
That's right. He's an OG.
Yeah, Todd. As soon as I mention it, he eats all of it.
He turns into Banana Man.
Yeah, that's fucking. And besides, he's got little kids and shit. Yeah, I'm not. No.
That's funny. I can't picture Todd with little kids.
I know. I didn't even think he was going to still be alive, man. It's like.
No, that fucker, he's going to be like Grandpa Joe. I live all.
Oh, now he's, yeah. No, he don't. All he does is smoke pot and fucking, he don't drink no more, do any of that other crap. But, and then he's got, his son just turned 1 Memorial Day weekend. So, yeah, he's got little kids and his daughter's only like 6.
Damn.
So, yeah, he ain't doing nothing for a while. Huh. But, so, yeah, we kind of got off topic. But, people are, who the fuck are you guys talking about? Yeah, so we went from Phil to Todd.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we're name dropping, but their names aren't like fucking nobody knows who the hell they are.
They're not tying to friggin' really anything. So, but yeah, no, Violence got sick when they went to Fresno. So it's going. It's still out there, man. You go to these big events with a lot of people. It's basically something's gonna be with us now forever. Like it's a fucking now cold. It's like a cold. It's fucking you're just gonna get it.
And that's with these boosters. Now they're coming out with boosters, so that's basically gonna turn into the flu shot every year. It's
gonna turn the flu shot. Then I get the flu. I wouldn't get that damn flu shot, and I'd get sick, whatever. Fucking, then you just get over it. Yeah. And then there's people getting the flu shot, and then they're getting sick. So what the fuck are you getting it for?
Yeah,
it's like you're getting sick every year anyway. So
well, and then some of the doctors say, well, I get into it, but some of the doctors say it's better to get sick and then build up your own immune system.
Yeah, your immune. Yeah, they don't say that. You might as well not put this up on YouTube. So who cares? We're not doctors. We're not telling anybody do or don't. Fuck off. We don't.
Yeah, we just hear different shit all the time.
You just hear shit all over the fucking place. It's like, if it's my time, it's my time. Whatever. And I've been vaccinated, so I'm not going to be doing this every year. Fuck that. Yeah. I don't have time for that crap. If it's my time to go, then, hey, fucking have a good one. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Look, like Steve, man, he didn't even get 41 years.
I know.
So, every day I have now, I look at it, it's like, wow, every day more I got that much more than he ever got. And there's a lot of people, you see these commercials like these kids with like leukemia and shit. It's like, dude, imagine that. Like, you haven't even gotten to live anything.
Yeah. And
you're going to freaking die of something. So just enjoy what you got while you have it, because it won't last.
Yeah. Nothing
does. All right.
So
what other one you got?
That was it. That was the last one I had.
That was the last one?
Yeah. So now that we bummed our 2 listeners out.
Well, actually, there's one more to add, because that's right. This was earlier in the week. Now scroll way down. Yeah. Speaking of falling down, actually, Tommy Lee.
Oh shit! He fell.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, apparently his wife was filming him, and he slipped on the side of their pool and fucking bit it. He tried to get up and brush himself off, everything, but she filmed it, and I guess she put it up on their Instagram.
Oh, fuck.
But he's fine, though. That's probably just some bruises, but not like Vince, where he took a big spill. And Tommy's in way better health, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, both of them falling down.
I would have tied that in, because I didn't hear nothing. I didn't read none of that.
Yeah, I should have, too, because I saw that earlier in the week, but now it's buried. It's, way down there.
Yeah.
I just keep scrolling, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. That fucking happened. I read all about that.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Now I wonder what Nicky's really saying. Holy shit! These fucking
yeah, half of Molly Crew is falling down on their ass. Yeah. So Mick Mars better be strapped to a chair because that dude's brutal. He falls down, it turned to dust.
I know he's the oldest one.
He's like 70.
And then he's got fucking some disease too.
He's got spina bifida. His fucking spine.
Which is dust.
Yeah, his spine is like fucking, I think that's what spina bifida is. I might be wrong, but I think it's where your spine starts to like seize. It starts to like to seize up. It doesn't bend and flex anymore.
I thought it was that they have like little fissures, like cracks in his spine.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't know either, but you're right. I'm thinking something else, but all I know, he's got spina bifida. I know that's.
And we're not doctors, so we better get off.
And we don't play him on TV either, so.
So yeah, but no, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. But scrolling down. All right, so I guess the next thing we'll go on to is gear, right? New gear.
Yeah, let's talk about. You got that new guitar I want to hear about.
Yeah, I got ESP. Did you put up pictures on?
Yeah, I put the pictures on Instagram, the two that you sent.
On Instagram. Yeah, and so it's an ESP. I wanted this guitar. It's like I have a Les Paul. I like playing my Les Paul, but I've been kind of moving over to 7-string guitars. And this ESP I've wanted for, I'd say, good 7-8 months, almost a year. But it's been out of stock. It's never in stock. And so it finally was in stock. And I ordered it from a company. I'm not going to badmouth them, but I'm just not using them no more. And so, yeah, they say they're in stock. So I order it. You know, it's one of those online music companies. Yeah. And I order it, and I order a case because I'm like, hey, put it in the case. I don't want anything happening to this thing. So, no, they ship me the case separate and then ship me the guitar. Well, I get the guitar. I have it sent to my work. Open the guitar. I open the box. The guitar's it's inside its own box. Outside of its own box, it says Yamaha. I'm like, what? Fuck is this? Yamaha owns ESP? I don't think so. So I opened that fucking box up. It's like this my first guitar, shitty Yamaha that they sell for like $300. Right. In my opinion, it's not worth $300. Yeah. It's made with crap material. It's a piece of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I just paid all this money for it's like $1,200 guitar or something like that. I'm like, and you sent me this piece of shit? It's pissed. The guy's like, well, we need proof. I took fucking pictures, took pictures of the box, took pictures of the tags. I'm like, fuck you. Sent this thing back. It took like well over a week before they said, oh, we got it. And they're like, well, we're like, send out the right guitar tomorrow. Well, we need to have proof that you're not really? Proof that we're not scamming you? We just paid all this fucking money. So they wait, they get the guitar back, they finally get it, and then they issue the credit. Or no, they don't issue credit. Then days later, they send out, we're going to send you another guitar. We said no. Cancel the fucking order then. Give me my money. Fuck you. So Jennifer, my wife, she got a hold of ESP, and because of Corona, they usually only sell to distributors. Yeah. But because of Corona, they'll sell to independent artists or just, individuals. So she got one sent to me. ESP sent it to me with a case, in the case. Boom, got it. Like, once the order went through, it was like the next day after that. Yeah. So it took me like 2 days, basically.
ESP is really good. That's the one I got. Really good. And then they're also Takamine. That's my acoustic.
Yeah, they have Takamine, yeah.
Yeah, they're the same company.
I had one ESP before, but it got stolen at a show. And I love that guitar, but what are you going to do? It's like somebody took it. Yeah. So this one, I like the Les Paul body style. And earlier in the summer, I got a Schecter, but with the Telly body, and it's a 7-string. Well, I've never had a guitar do what this thing does. They call it neck dive. So you put the guitar on, you let it hang, and the neck, the headstock, boom, it just wants to dive to the ground. Uh-huh. So when you're playing it, you're constantly fighting the thing.
Oh, kind of like what you told me about when I was asking you about like an Explorer model, body style, and
it can be. Well, the Explorer is going to have a lot of weight on the body, so you're not going to have that problem.
Yeah.
But this thing does. No, but with that, you have other problems, like, when you're sitting or, how you play it and whatever.
Yeah.
But this thing will just, boom, it'll just dive down. So your hand's always rubbing against it. You're fighting to hold it up. So, and there's things you could do, get weights and all that. And I've weighted down the thing. It's like, but then it starts to become a super big tank. And it's like, why? So anyway, so I got the ESP. I know it's going to sit right. It's got that Les Paul body style, mahogany body. It's heavy, so it holds and it plays great. Then this thing has a Evertune bridge. I put a picture on this episode. It's on the picture of the episode. There's a little mechanism showing the bridge. Basically, this thing has got springs, almost like a Floyd Rose, like a floating bridge. But on a Floyd Rose, all of your strings, every single string is all connected to one thing. So when you pull on a string or something, or you press too hard when you're playing chords, it pulls the whole bridge up and it can go a little bit out of tune. So everything's floating. So whether you're hitting a G string or an E string, they all affect each other. So with the Evertune, each single string has its own spring and its own mechanism. So it's a pretty cool system. Whoever thought of this it's freaking genius. I don't know how they came up with it. Definitely a lot involved with it.
Is it a bitch to tune though?
Yeah, it was a bitch. The learning curve,
Yeah.
How do you tune it? And the other thing, too, is I don't tune standard. So this thing came tuned standard. Strings were a little light. I think it was 9 to, I don't even think it was 52. I think it was like 46, 48. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't heavy gauges on there. And I play lower. I usually tune down one whole step. So tune to D.
Yeah.
And then I might drop the D to a C, which is considered drop C. And that's standard for a lot of metal guys nowadays. Like I see Ola all the time on his channel, and he's like, "Oh, this one's tuned to D. This is in drop C." Or like Machine Head, Davidian, that's drop C. Yeah. It's just so many bands. That's like metal bands play that way. So yeah, the learning curve with this is that when you tune it right and it's set to its pitch, you just bring the tuning machine all the way up till you don't hear it tuning no more, and you go boom, then you're in pitch. You don't even, once you have it set, retuning the strings is like nothing. When you change out a string, you might have to do some fine adjustments a little bit, but really not a lot of tweaking. And but there's 3 stages to the saddle that I had to learn all this stuff, because when you take the strings off, you go to stage 1. So you put the string in. You want to get it up to stage 2 where you're turning the tuning machine, and then you don't hear it going up anymore. It stays right in the same pitch no matter how much you're turning it. Well, if you keep turning it, then you'll hear it. Once you hear it go up in pitch, then you're now in stage 3. So what you want to do then at that point is back it right back down to the edge of where it was, and then now you can bend the string. So if you want to bend up, it'll go into, go higher. Yeah. But like for rhythms, if you don't want that, you just stay in the middle of stage 2, and you can play chords and you can be sloppy, and you're not going to be bending any strings, which is trippy. It's really weird playing that. It's like, whoa, the strings aren't bending. Or if you try to bend them, they won't bend. It's like, because each string has its own spring, so it floats on its own. So yeah, learning that whole thing with the Evertune, that was kind of a bitch. And retuning and setting up for D, I mean, it probably took longer for me for whatever reason. Maybe I'm not that smart, I don't know. But it took me a little while. It took me, I'd say, a couple hours to get it reset up. Because also when you take off your string, sometimes the saddles get stuck. So I had a couple saddles get stuck, and they wouldn't come up into stage 2. So I had to find stuff online to how do you get your saddles unstuck. Found something, and he's saying back off the intonation screw. So I backed that off, and then it came out. Well, these things all have springs and shit. I couldn't get the screw back in there. I'm like, oh, fuck me. My brand new guitar already fucked it up. So, yeah, I had to take the whole thing apart to get the screw back in there.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to learn, but it's going to be way easy to play now and even restring and set up.
It don't sound like that to me. You confuse the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I probably confused other people too if anybody listens then. But it's probably more of a guitar player thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I showed you, you would see it. And if you go watch videos, or if you go to Ola, he has his the Solar channels.
Yeah.
He has videos on Evertune and how to use them. Or go to Evertune and they have videos on this stuff. And just to get a breakdown, it's interesting, the technology in it.
Well, wasn't that Schecter that you bought? I thought you said that one had that Everbridge.
No.
Or maybe it was one that you were looking at or something. I don't know.
I was looking at getting a Solar guitar.
Oh, okay.
And that had an Evertune.
Yeah, because I remember you mentioned it before.
Yeah, I like them now. It's just at first, it's like, oh, no, there's going to be that learning curve. Like, it's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
And just setting it up. It's like, dude, I was tempted to take it to my local guitar shop and go, like, here, fix this. I want to tune to this. And then I asked my wife, I'm like, do you think I should take it to the shop or should I just fix it myself? And she's like, you're not going to learn it if you don't fix it. And I was like, yeah, fuck. Because a lot of people just do that to here and today my guitars are, yeah, if once you know how to do it, it's nothing. But learning how to do it in the beginning, you're like, it's too intimidating.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you you got to do it, dive in. And nowadays with the videos, anybody can do it. Back years ago when we started playing, there wasn't no videos.
Oh, hell
there was no. You couldn't find this information. You wouldn't know how to do that stuff. You had to go ask other guitar players or technicians, the guitar stores or something.
It was all like big secrets, is what it seemed like.
Yeah, and it's big secrets that you had to pay them a lot of money so they could fix it for you.
Yeah.
What all they do, because these things, man, it's just turning a couple of screws just to get it dialed in right, and then knowing what each thing does.
Yeah.
And once you know how to do that, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I love the bridge now. It's great. But I was fucking kind of poo-pooing in the beginning because I'm like, motherfucker.
Oh, when you got your Yamaha, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I could have kept the Yamaha. Bitch. Yo. Yo, bitch. Yamaha. I should send you a fucking picture of that because they made me take pictures of it.
Yeah, you didn't send me. I would have posted it on our Instagram.
This is Adam's new guitar.
This is Adam's new ESP, and it says Yamaha. Whoever sees that will be like, these guys are fucking chodes. They don't even know what the fuck.
You think that's an ESP? Yeah. So, but everything's good. Yeah, they thought they were getting over.
Yeah.
And that's how the luck always goes. I was like, I fucking knew something was going to go wrong.
That's the Lozano luck. That's what we got. That shit happens to me all the time.
And the thing is, too, what I forgot to mention was I tried to order this guitar, I think it was like 6 months ago, because I looked around. Nobody had them. And then I found this same company said they had one in stock, and then they had one that had minor damage.
Yeah.
So they were selling at a discounted rate. So I said, okay, I'll order the brand new one. Let me get the one in stock. We don't have it. Well, it says you have it. I put in the order, and they're like, do you want this one? And the headstock had a big old chip out of it. I was like, no, I wanted the new one. Oh, well, we don't have it. And that was the first time I tried to order it from them. So now these fuckers show up in stock, and then it's like, oh, we sent you the wrong one. We'll prove it. And then they're like, well, we don't have any. And then they fucking outright lied to us. Oh, we don't have any more of them. We must have they must have been wrong on the count saying we had them in stock.
Fucking internet.
You don't have any more. What the fuck? Yeah. So I'm not. Shame on me once, twice, whatever. I'm not ordering from them ever again.
Well, that kind of happened to me, but actually, I got the equipment when I ordered this Rodecaster Pro.
Yeah.
I was on vacation that week, so I was out front pulling weeds when the UPS guy pulled up. So he pulls up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, my thing's here." And he brings the box, and on the outside of the box, it's a PDP drum, like a floor tom box. It has a picture of the drum on the outside. And he's all, "Yeah, I got a package for you." I was like, wait, don't leave. Let me open this fucking thing up because this looks like a floor tom. So I opened it up, and inside they packed the Rodecaster, but they just used that box. But yeah, that fucking scared me too. I was like, they fucking sent me the wrong thing. So
they put it inside another box for another instrument, huh?
Yeah, like to ship it.
Yeah,
because once I opened that drum box, then it was inside in its box, with the packaging. So they just used that. But yeah, I was like, whoa, don't take off because I'm going to give this shit back to you, UPS.
Yeah. Well, that's janky, but then again, it might be caused because they don't usually do it. Usually they'll pack it and they have their own generic boxes or go outside. But
that supply shortage or whatever.
Yeah. We're starting to have problems running out of boxes, running out of things. And it's like, fuck it, you ship in whatever you can ship it in now.
Yeah. Well, like I went shopping at Walmart yesterday, and over here they got that new bullshit where you got to buy your bags, 10 cents a bag.
Yeah, that's been here forever. Been here for like a million years.
So I just go up there and say, yeah, put everything in bags. I know it costs 10 cents. Just buy, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she tells me, she goes, well, we don't have that many bags, so I'm not going to be able to put everything in bags. I was like, what the fuck?
No, I'm paying for them.
You guys are charging me for bags and you don't have enough bags. And she said, well, we haven't got our shipment in a bag, so we're running low on everything. So I was like, fuck. I said, all right, whatever you can do then. So
yeah, no, because that's just because where we're at and what's going on. But yeah, Jennifer and I will go, they'll be like, well, you paper, plastic, like plastic. We don't have plastic, okay, paper, but double bag it. We'll pay for the fucking bags. We don't give a shit. You give us 30 fucking bags. Here's $5.
That's what I do. I can give you 20 bags, $2, and that's it. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm rich. I just won the lottery. Give me my fucking bags and shut the fuck up.
I make enough pay for some fucking bags. Put them in fucking bags. Fuck that shit. Too old to be dealing with this shit. I mean, carrying onesies and twosies into the fucking house. Give me a fucking break.
That or they try to put everything in one bag, and it's like, no, spread that shit out.
Overloaded.
Yeah, I don't want a bunch of shit squashing like the bread and shit. It's like, no.
Well, yeah. When I got my ADD. When I unload the car, Jennifer knows this. I have to unload the car because it's all the heavy shit goes down first, and then cold stuff goes. Like I group everything so that they're going to go into bags, never end up in the same bags grouped together.
Yeah.
But I at least put all the heavy shit down first so that all stacks up all the stuff. And the lighter stuff just comes down in the back of it. But, yeah.
And they work there. You figured they would know how to fucking pack a bag, but.
Yeah, well. And they all want to make like $30 an hour fucking because the wages now.
Motherfuck. Yeah.
Yeah. You motherfucker.
What are you, a fucking moron?
That's how I am in the store.
Yeah. That's it. This is a show we get canceled on.
We're griping too
much. Cancel them fucking Mexicans. They're out of control. They won't shut their mouths.
Yeah.
Those little white college kids are going to come cancel us.
We're putting that bitch on ice.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I got for gear. Kind of went on a rant with the guitar dork shit, but that's for the guitar players then.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're starting to learn guitar. You got guitars now.
Actually, I like ESP. That's like been my brand so far. But I'm looking at a Jackson right now. So all that talk shit I did, now I might be getting a Jackson.
Yeah, that's part of it, man. Especially like how many guitar players you see where they got tons and tons of guitars. Or I don't know if you ever watch Olaf fucking in his channel. Yeah. He's got his own guitar company. He plays his guitars, but he's always buying other brands.
Yeah.
He's got all these other brands hanging on the wall. So it's like, yeah, that just comes with it. That's part of being a guitar player.
Being a collector.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we want to get on with the what do we got?
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
It's now time for Turn It Up.
All right. So it was your week this week to pick a band. Who did you pick?
I picked Alice in Chains. So we brought it into the 90s this week because, like we mentioned in past episodes, I'm 6 years younger than you. So when I got into high school, it was like late 80s going into the 2000 or the 90s.
Yeah.
And then so when I came of age and everything, it was the 90s.
Yeah.
So, and I probably wouldn't even listen to a lot of that stuff in the 80s if it wasn't for you, because I know people like my age, it's like, you know this stuff? You didn't listen to this? Like, no. It's like, did you have older brothers or sisters? They're like, no. I'm like, oh, that's why. Yeah. So, yeah, Alice in Chains. So.
It's a good band.
Yeah, they're a great band. Actually, like, out of all it, well, I like some Soundgarden and stuff, too. Now I'll listen to them. I like all the stuff, right? Because it's nostalgia.
Yeah, that's what I find.
But at the time, I got to say Alice in Chains was probably my favorite grunge band out of all of the 90s bands. And the thing about Alice in Chains was, like, they were always accepted among metalheads. Like, seriously hard metalheads be like, oh, yeah, I like Alice in Chains. They're cool, man. Yeah. You know, you love heavy shit like Slayer, but then they like Alice in Chains. So, which didn't always cross over with the other bands. Like, even Nirvana, it's like, yeah, fuck Nirvana, dude, Slayer. You know.
Well, Alice did a tour in the 90s with Metallica, so.
Yeah, they were, Alice in Chains, I think they were on Monsters of Rock. Yeah. In the late 80s. 88, I think, or something. I might be wrong with the year, but, yeah, they got going. They formed in 1987. Yeah. Based out of Seattle, just like all the grunge groups there. And two founding members were Jerry Cantrell and Sean Kinney.
Yeah, the drummer and the guitar player.
Yeah, and then they got the bass player, which I think was Mike Inez, and then Lane Staley.
He was.
Oh, not Mike Inez.
He was later, but
Mike Inez replaced. It was what's his face? Mike Starr. Yeah. Mike Starr. Yeah. And then Lane Staley was the last member to join. Let's see what other notes I got here.
Until heroin showed up.
And heroin and cocaine. It was Wayne Staley was found dead on April 19th, 2002. Cause of death was heroin and cocaine. Speedball. Yeah. So, and then he was 2006. You know, they were down for a couple of years. They thought maybe they're not going to go on. They're going to pull Led Zeppelin and go, hey, maybe we're not doing this no more. But, you know, they did a benefit concert, had other people sing for them, like Ann Wilson sang a song, Maynard James Keenan sang for them. They had a variety of different singers come up and sing. Yeah. Then they got the bug, you know, they got up there and played and said, hey, you know, why don't we do this, you know, you reform, you know, get out there.
They got the Kerry King.
Kerry King?
Yeah, they got the Kerry King bug.
Oh, they got, yeah. I'm like, wait, they got him to sing for him? How? What? That's freaking sideways. What the fuck is this guy coming up with? Yeah. And, so then in 2006, William Duvall took over as their singer. And I think he's a great singer. And him with Jerry, the harmonies, they're really close to what he had with Lane. And it's, you know what, a lot of people get to that, well, you can't replace Lane. Of course not. And they even say that. It's always a tribute to Lane. They never wanted to, you know, replace him.
Yeah, they weren't like kicking him out or nothing.
No, it's just he died. I mean, you know, people are still alive, and that's what they do for their living, and that's what they do because they love. They have a passion. It's like...
Well, and a lot of people that they don't realize, too, it was his harmonies, Cantrell, with Lane, that,
with Lane.
You know, he was part of the sound. So
yeah. Well, Jerry he writes pretty much most of the music and like a lot of the lyrics and stuff. Like that's why like he was always layering his vocals and his singing in there. and him with Lane made that Alice in Chains sound. And that's the thing that was like, how are you guys going to reduplicate that? Because another singer, you're not going to have that sound. Williams is pretty good. The both of them together, I recommend checking out. I think it's Black His Way to Blue.
Yeah.
Was it Devil Put Dinosaurs Here? I don't think that was all right, but Rain or Fog was all right. But Black His Way to Blue, really good, man. I really love that album.
That was 2009.
Yeah. So it was, and Rain or Fog, I listened to that one a bunch. It's okay. It's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
But it's not as heavy. That's probably why I was like, less on that one. The Black Gives Way to Blue is like kind of that classic Alice in Chains sound. It's heavy, but it's got a balance.
So what was your favorite album from the 90s of them? Their heyday.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dirt's my favorite. It's close. Facelift was a good one, too. All of them are good. Even the little EPs, Sap and Jar of Flies, are good.
Yeah.
I love stuff off of Alice in Chains, which was actually, their third album, their third full length. But yeah, probably Dirt is my favorite. But that's because it came out, I think, in '92, and that's when I graduated, and that's just that whole era.
Yeah.
And so like the end of my senior year, I think they already had like video for like the Rooster coming out, and Wood was on the singles soundtrack. So, it was all kind of that era when, now I'm starting to become an adult, and that music was just everywhere. So,
well, and they were in that movie Singles too.
Yeah, they were
like a house band, but Jerry did a little cameo role in that.
Okay, Jerry was in it. Yeah,
and then they showed him at one of the clubs they were at. They were playing when they walked into the club.
Oh, okay. Because I know Matt Dillon?
Yeah, he was in it.
His band. He had Chris Cornell.
Yeah,
was in the band, and I think Stone Gossard from Pearl Jam was in his band. Yeah. So yeah, they had Seattle guys.
Yeah, in the movie.
Yeah. So, and that's why Wood was on the soundtrack, and I think it's the best song on that soundtrack.
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite Alice in Chains song.
Well, that's when I got into them in Dirt. That's what, because they had Facelift out, and I think the other EP.
Yeah, no, Facelift was their first EP, and of course Man the Box that blew them up.
Yeah,
but it wasn't as big as Dirt. Dirt they had a bunch of singles off of.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's Alice in Chains.
Well, and the thing that I read up was that Lane he had a band right before he joined Alice in Chains because they didn't have a name, and his band that that's where they got the name. It was Alice in Chains, but it wasn't Alice in Chains. It was N apostrophe.
Alice in Chains.
And the article that I read is they said Lane's mom got mad at him because exploiting Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
and so I don't know why she would get mad at him at that, but him doing 8 balls is Speedballs. She didn't get mad at that shit, but she got mad at the name he picked. So yeah. But I
probably
just
a bigger problem doing 8 balls.
She should have slapped him for that one. But so I seen that story. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, when they formed Kenny and Cantrell, they didn't have a name yet, and then when they brought Lane in, they just changed the name by putting in instead of the N apostrophe.
Yeah. So, well, they had known him for a while apparently because I've seen interviews and stuff, and they had asked him to join, but he had that other band. So yeah. And I guess for whatever reason, he finally said, "Okay, I'll join you guys." But yeah. So I don't know. Do you have any questions or no?
Yeah, I got 3 questions.
Oh, okay.
If I can read my writing though. The song "Rooster" off the album "Dirt" was about who?
That was about his dad, because his dad was a Vietnam vet, and Jerry Cantrell was an Army brat.
Yeah.
So he grew up on Army bases.
Yeah, that was one. Oh, I just blew my second question, dumbass.
Oh, because you were spout off at the mouth?
Yeah, Alice in Chains formed in 1987. Lane Stanley formed a band just before. What was its name? Fucking dog his ass.
Alice in Chains? Alice in Chains?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner.
So, and then let's see the last one. In 2002, a member of Alice in Chains died. Who was it?
It's Chicken Lane.
Yeah.
And then when Mike Inez died, what was he? Going like a year later, 2 years later, I think.
Damn, he died?
No, not Mike. God, I keep messing up. Mike.
Star.
What's the other one? Mike Star. Yeah.
I was going to say, because they still got Inez, right?
They're fucking what? Mike Inez died.
Does Whitney know about that?
No, Mike Star. Mike Star died. Yeah, he was on Celebrity Rehab. I remember watching that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dr. Drew couldn't fix him, and then he died.
He died. What did he die? A-ball? Speedball?
I think so, because he had coke out. He was doing coke and shit. He even said, like, if you go to Wikipedia and read down about, he was the last guy to see Lane alive. I guess he was, what did he say was on, fuck. He was on a drug, and he said Lane told him to go. He wasn't feeling good, and he told him go. He'll be fine. And he was like, "Dude, if I wasn't on that drug, I probably would have called an ambulance or something. Yeah. But because I was fucking drugged out myself, I guess he felt bad, guilty for leaving him there.
Yeah,
and then he was dead, found dead.
Yeah,
yeah. What the fuck is it? It says it down there on Wikipedia. Okay. But anyways, I don't know. Yeah. So
yeah, I was going to do little harder ones, and I figured, no, I'll just keep it light. But dumbass, I forgot my own question when we were talking right now before. I was like, oh, well. You did that one time. You only had 2 questions for me, so.
Yeah, well, because we were talking, too, and then you, during the conversation, like we do,
yeah,
you brought up an answer. I'm like, oh, that's a fucking answer. Well, that was one of my questions, so fuck. There goes that.
Yeah. So, damn it.
Damn it. Oh. Then you do the Farley. Oh. Damn it. God.
They need Farley to fucking come back and yell at fucking Vince Neil. Get your shit together.
Or you're going to live in a van down by the river.
Fat man in a little coat.
Fat
or a little
man
jacket.
In a little coat. Fat man in a little... Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Well, we got anything else?
Yeah, did you have one more?
No, that was the third one. I asked you.
Was it? That was only 2.
No, the third one was
2002.
Yeah, we had talked about his
you death. The first one up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's everything. Because, go check out Alice in Chains. They're freaking great. I mean, everybody knows who they are and heard of them, but
yeah,
I don't know.
No, yeah, they're worth listening to.
Because, like, we're doing this Turn It Up thing, and I'm like, well, who did I really like in the 80s? I mean, I liked other bands, but I mean...
Yeah, I remember, you asked me, do I have to stay in the 80s? I don't know. Everything's like crust now to us.
Yeah, this is all crust.
It's like...
Yeah, because then now here comes, like, my era, which is, it will be like Korn and Deftones and all that stuff. Machine Head.
Yeah.
It's like Sepultura.
Yeah.
I guess they started in the 80s.
Well, a lot of them started in the 80s, and then, like, look at Pantera. They started in the 80s, but they
started in the 80s.
They were like a different kind of band when they started.
Yeah, that's what's coming next too, Pantera.
So
again, turn it up.
So, all right. Well, we'll try to keep posting more pictures like we've been doing on our Instagram. So that's at Two Bros Music on Instagram. And then twobrosmusic.com with the number 2, all one word, to get our latest updates and stuff. And we still got the song coming we're working on. So
yeah, it takes time. If this was our only job, man, it would be great. We'd have songs done every month.
You know what would be perfect is if we can get this out by Halloween, because this would be a good Halloween song. But I know we probably don't have the time.
Well, next week I'll have a little more time, and this week I'll have more time. So I'm going to try to bust out as much as I can this week.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm not going to make any promise because then if I fall short. But,
yeah, no, that's why I didn't want to put that pressure. But, it would be kind of, because you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, since we're talking about that right now, and this is all music talk, I can't forget. I want to run something by you with what you gave me the drums.
Yeah.
I did a little edit in the beginning, but I can always put it back. All I was going to suggest is just that first verse. Uh-huh. I just cut the your snimmels. Yeah. I just cut those in half. So
okay.
it's not as I can send it to you. Yeah. Just rough to listen to. And if you don't like it, we can put it back. But I figured then it's not as busy. And so when the vocals are going, because it's a very mellow part at that point.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing, and this is on you, whether you want to do it or you want me to fix it, at the end, that last chorus, since it's doubled up, you know how you hit the stop, like at the end of the choruses where it's done.
Yeah.
Done. Well, that last one, I don't think you should stop. You shouldn't hit any stops there because it should flow out because we're going to, this is the peak, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, I can change it up. I did some rough stuff to work with it.
I know what you're talking about there. So, yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine.
That, and then...
if you think it's going to help the song. But if you're just taking shit out of the song...
it's because that's what you should. You should be like a crescendo.
Okay.
You shouldn't stop. You shouldn't have that... because we've already done that, and then at that point, it should now not do the same thing. The other thing, the last thing was 3, is then the vocals at the very end, I think, should change that last chorus, because, it's doubled.
Yeah.
It'll be the same chorus for the first, basically 3, and then that last one, since it's doubled, the second half should have like a build-up piece. I don't know if you want to work on it.
Change it?
Yeah, but simpled out. I mean, something like we're yelling or, well, we can talk about it more and get it defined. But I think it needs a change, be something like either take those concepts and then simplify them. I can send you an example, like what I did with Steve's song for his band. That's what I did at the end. It's kind of that same idea.
Yeah, send me some of what you're thinking so I know where,
Yeah.
I'll be in the ballpark. But no, that's fine. I can adjust.
Yeah, and then work with that.
And then on the beginning, remember my polyrhythm at the beginning with the toms?
Yeah.
If you could, I kind of hear like effects on those somehow. So I don't know but you know more about the effects. Just to put the mood in,
Okay. Well, that's in the mix. I'll mess with that, but. If anything, though, you don't want to be too crazy because the beginning's really mellow.
Yeah.
But I'll mess with it and see if it's too busy. Uh-huh. I would say let's do it in the second one. The beginning's of the second verse is mellow again.
Yeah.
Because then it comes back to the same thing, but then it's different if you do that. Okay. It's those little things that kind of make a song creep along and get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Then most people don't even catch that stuff, but that's what like producers and bands always do to their songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll use it, but let me figure out. And if it's not too distracting, then maybe it'll be just right to just do that. So.
All right.
But yeah, I'll figure something out and I'll get it to you. And then I'll send you a sample of what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, for the chorus?
Yeah, don't post this song because it's not finished and it's not mine to release.
Well, no. I'm not going to post that.
Yeah, Steve's...
Yeah, Steve, no. You're just sending me that so I know what you're, like, more or less what you're talking about. Because I kind of have an idea what you're talking about, but, I want to get your version so that way I have that in my head.
Yeah, and then that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, okay. So, I'll send you that stuff, and that's... giving people just a little insight into trying to put together a song and doing it, how we're doing
and in
it.
the old days, we would have broke up like 4 times by now.
Yeah, we all fuck you. Especially after the first song. This is the second song.
I know.
This is song number 2, but it's actually song number 3 because somebody turned down song number 2.
No, but then I reinstated song number 2.
But then you reinstated song number 2. It's like a freaking yeehaw.
That's song number 3.
It sounded like a fucking freaking.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Like it.
They don't know that.
What?
Well, now they do.
Yeah, no, we talked about that.
Yeah.
You mentioned it a couple episodes ago.
So.
But all right, so yeah, that's it. I guess we're done.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
See you next time. Bye.
Later.